Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Lots to talk about on Ustream today, but I've got to start here on YouTube by saying if you're enjoying these little bits, please press subscribe and then nip yourself over to Ustream and have a look and take advantage of your 7-day free trial. And before you're all saying all I'm doing is plugging your TV station, well, I am. I'm very proud of our TV station. It's one of the biggest growing streaming channels in the country. Don't you worry about that. But here now is one of my 2 live shows a week I do. And if you class the other one, Jim and Her. Have you seen Jim and Her? There's little bits of that on YouTube as well. But it's great because I sit here with a journalist and we argue like cat and dog, I should say. And I try and talk about bits of news and stuff that's going on. There's not very funny things happening. And sometimes there's not much fun to be had by this very serious news. But this can't go without being said, that a couple of geezers, right, turned up, right, and they survived the massacre. And they were detained by Border Force for hours after arriving at Manchester Airport, purely because they had Israeli passports. What's that? They're coming into Britain, not Nazi Germany, right? They had travelled here to give a talk about the massacre for a non-profit organisation at a non-profit event, and the arseholes of the Border Force, who cannot stop dinghies coming in, who couldn't spot a criminal if one crawled up their nose, right? They stopped these geezers, and this idiot Border Force officer, you can see him on video saying, "We're the bosses, not sure." Not sure. He said, "We're the bosses, not you." I must get my eyes checked. Right, and he said, "We're just making sure you aren't going to do the same here, what you're doing in Gaza over there." Well, come on. I hope this bloke is sacked. I hope they grab him and fucking sack him. Oh no, they'll probably put him on gardening leave and say, oh, he's ill, he's got post-traumatic stress disorder for not being able to stop the dinghies or the Bibi Stockholm bars. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Let's have a look at this. There they are. Well, funny that Border Force don't seem to be quite as shit hot controlling people coming into our country normally, do they? No. Every fucker in their family, they just let them in. Come in you come. It's nice here. We love it. Just don't have an Israeli passport because we're anti-Semitic. Well, it certainly seems like it. And these 2 guys have been through hell and come to our country, which welcomed so many Jewish people, which welcomed so many legal immigrants and immigration to this country, to be treated like that by these 2 Jobsworth arseholes in Manchester. Well, I hope they get what's coming to him. They say the Home Office is having an investigation. It will not tolerate anti-Semitism. Well, sack him. And the other arsehole there. Get the boss. Sack him. Sack them all. Why do we need Border Force? Just let every fucker in. I think that's what Labour are going to do. Just let them all in. Right, it's still all going on. All this shit that's going on. Right, there's a report just been released, right, about that Batley school. Remember that bloke in Batley, the school teacher? Forced into hiding after he showed a cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad. May God bless him. You have to say that. So during a lesson, he's talking about the Prophet Muhammad. And if you look into the history of Prophet Muhammad, it's very, very interesting. So this report, right, and he showed a cartoon, this report by the government social cohesion advisor, well, that's the thing, isn't it? I'm the government social cohesion advisor. A Dame Sarah Khan. Yes, you've guessed it. Dame Sarah Khan runs the government social cohesive advisor. If it's anything like Mayor Khan, she'd be fucking useless. But she says the teacher was let down by the school, the council and the police. Basically, they all bottled it. And they bowed down to the mob like they're all doing now. If there's mob rule, you've had it, haven't you? You know, it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. And this country is not safe anymore. You're safer on the fucking bridge in Baltimore, which I'll be talking about in Ustream. And I've got a Yachtmaster certificate, so I'm going to try and work out, well, all of us will have a little workout, why that freighter hit that bridge. And there's still people missing, and there's still people in danger of losing their lives. And so's that bloody teacher, I guess, up in Batley. He's had to change his name, flee his home with his family, and is still in hiding. How the fuck is this right? He's got an MP, Kim Ledbetter, right, who's been silent on the whole fucking thing, despite one of her constituents being forced to live in terror for simply doing his job. Got anything to say, Kimmy? No. Too concerned about the votes coming in. All those votes from people who are not Christian whites. Well, there you go. let's go over to Ustream now, and I'm going to have a right moan, especially about a hotel in Bexley Heath where I stayed the other night. What a fucking shambles that this country allowed such a shithole. I'm going to name and shame them. Don't you worry about that. And then I'm getting in my car and I'm driving up to Redditch and I'm doing a show in the Palace Theatre tonight. That is Tuesday night, Tuesday this week. Then I'm driving back and then I'm going back tomorrow to do a show Wednesday night as well. So 2 nights in Redditch. Come along, where I'm going to practice my act ready for Scotland to make sure I don't get arrested. And if you can believe that, oh look, a pig just flew past my window. Come over to ustream.com. If you can't be bothered, just subscribe here. See you soon, folks. Hello everybody, Davidson here, and I'm here to tell you of an exciting, wonderful thing. You can have a 7-day free trial to get all of the Ustream package, if you pardon the expression. Yes, you can grab my package for 7 days for no money and then $3.99 plus VAT per month thereon afterwards. So go to ustream.com, sign up and get your free 7-day trial. You will love it. Your knickers will dry out later.